Hi, hey, hello. My name is Terese and I own Boysenberry Designs. It's a crochet plushie-ish business and I do markets, Etsy, that kind of thing, out of central New York, more like upstate central New York, and we're getting a snowstorm. So, perfect day to do account inventory. I have an event next Saturday, so 7 days from now in Oswego to celebrate their 13126 day, so like the celebration of them. And then I have a 2-day event. It's gonna be my fifth or sixth year there, and for Maple Fest. It's in Marathon, New York, where I'm from, and it is the 18th and 19th with setup the 17th. However, I like to be done a week ahead of time, that way I can just panic for the week leading up to it. But anyway, I have a lot of stuff to do. But before I just make random things, I need to see the inventory. So today, I figure I have to count the inventory anyway, so you might as well count it with me. In the room behind me, it was a spare room, like a storage spare room, and we're converting it into an office. So it's a bit rough. Our next step is painting. So the walls are gray, just like we need to repaint these. So it's a little rough. However, you're here anyway. Do you want to see my inventory? I hope I have over $1,000 of inventory left from my last event. My last event was November like 20 something, the day after Black Friday, so whatever date that was. I did an event at a local bar in Auburn, New York, and I did very well there. We had 2 events that month there. So I'm not sure what I have left. And I didn't crochet at all in December. I had bariatric surgery the 2nd of December, so I had to take like that whole month off to recover. But anyway, I have not crocheted until the beginning of this month. I crocheted some stuff, but it's all just whips I need to finish. I'm very, very behind. So let's go into the other room, no judgment space of the other room, count the inventory, so then I can do the math and figure out maybe like how much I need to make a day or within the week or something. I do have other responsibilities like day to day, but I need to know just about how much I need to make a day to make my minimum, because I would love to have about $9,000 worth of like value of inventory to bring to Maple Fest. I'm not worried about next weekend's event. I'll bring what I have. It's like I think it's an 8x8 space, so I'll just bring a table and like one tall display to like set next to it. But like it's not, that one I don't need to specifically prep for. It's just like a fun thing. I'll bring what I have. But anyway, I'm hoping I have over $1,000 worth of stuff. I'm hoping it's more like $2,000 worth of stuff. I'm not sure about that, which would mean I need to make like $6,000 or $7,000 worth of stuff for April. But anyway, let's go count that, see what we have, and then I can break it down from there, so then I have like a priority thing. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm in my office now, and I have some stuff laid out on the table, and then I'll have another bag. I just kind of need to do it in like a couple parts, but I have the first bag out here. I have it sorted, so let me just go through that quick. So first, let's just get these out of the way. And I have a bag down here. I'll throw them in after I'm done. So first I have Megs Makes Turtles. Megs Makes Patterns, I think, on YouTube. And I have Ninja Turtles and then regular. So the Ninja Turtles are Hannah Groomies mod, but then the other ones are just Megs Make. So I have a red mask with a pepperoni shell. We have the purple one with a pepperoni, and then the blue with a pepperoni. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 of those. And then I have 4 regular turtles, that same size though. So I have the teal with cream, pink on pink, purple on green, and black with purple. So there's 4. So I have 7 turtles, 3 pizza, 4 regular. Beautiful. Next I have the Swinging Friends. They're for like the rear view mirror. However, I don't use them in my vehicle like that. It's just a little bit distracting for me. But I have a bee, a flamingo, 2 flamingos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 2 of the 7 are ghosts. So 2 of them are out of season, so I'll put those a little bit like less expensive. So 7 of those. Perfect. That goes over there. A couple of the one-offs. I have a mouse, and it's a free Instagram pattern. So 1 little mouse, 1 mallard duck. I have a cupcake frog, and again, these are just one-offs. So 1 of each with a little cherry on top. 1 possum. And I usually have way more of these. And then 1 of this like smaller turtle. So just 1 of each of those. And I do have my inventory list. I'll just update it once I'm done. I'll just put in all the numbers, and that's when I'll do the math on it too, just to see like where we're at. Alrighty. I have 1 Gengar and 1 Pikachu, and these are the smalls. I have 3 Pokeballs, one pink, and then two red. And one has the crocheted button. The other two have the felt. It's not really a button, but like the felt centers. But three Pokeballs. Next, we'll just go down the row. Next are bees. I have 4 of these black with yellow. So 4 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 bees altogether. So we have some pink ones, some mint, and then some blue. But 10 altogether. Next we have the chicks. I have 2 of this size and 1 a tiny bit smaller, 3. They'll be a little bit different price though. 1, 2, and 3. Next I have all from Jade Octopi. So they're just like these small little squish friends. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 5 in like this blue color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 in this orange color. I have my little baby turtles next. These are my favorite. They're so quick to make. They're from an Instagram pattern. I'll have to find it. Like free. But they're so quick to make and there's almost no polyfill inside. They're so cute. Just like little bitty turtles. I have 3 color schemes. I have this dark brown with green, light brown with green, and then a brown shell with cream. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 11. I have 11 in here. Cute. Mushrooms. So I have some with spotted on like the red. I have some different colors and then some that don't have spots. So we'll go through what I have the most of first. So I have 4 of the ones with like the little speckles on the top. So I have 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is also a free Instagram pattern. I'm sure you've seen it. I have 2 without the speckles. So just red capped. I have a mini version of that. And then a bee, and then a mauve one. It's like a peachy, or not peach, it's like a pinky mauve color on it. And then the bee one has the wings. Next we have axolotls, and these are from Crochet Grove pattern, like a paid one on Etsy. What do I have? I have 3 peach with pink. Whoop, 3 peach with pink. So 1, 2, 3. I have 1 of the speckled blue. It's a little bit larger than the others. So that makes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 altogether. I have 3 purple and then 2 blue. And they're like kind of mix matchy. Like the gills are. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We're almost done. We're almost done. I have 5 of these chunky frogs. And they're Mom's Stitchetti. It's free on her Instagram. So I have 1, 2, 3 in this army green color. It's like speckled. 1 in olive and 1 in light green. So 5 of those. I have 3 emotional support pickles left. I need to make more of these. I have 1 in this dark like kombu green. It's like super dark. And then I have 2 in this olive. So 3 altogether come with a tag. All right, next I have whales. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 whales and they're all different colors. So like peach pink, peach, red, blue. It's just like a variety. Put those in the bag. I have 1 just random Kirby left. So I have 1 of those. I have 3 of these medium dino. These ones are speckled with like a colored spine. And then this one is purple. So 3 of those. Just 2 more things for here. So I have 5 leggy frogs. They have like the little fun legs. I have 3 and then 4 and 5. I like to keep on like the more neutral with green color. So 5 of those. And then last but not least for this section, I have chicken nuggets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. And I believe, yes, I left 1 without eyes. Some people don't want eyes. So I have 8. Okay, we're done with that bag. I'm just going to grab this other one, lay it out, and we'll do the same thing over. This is the next bag, and then I do have keychains too, but we're just going to focus on this for right now. And not that I'm looking at it, it does not look like enough stuff, but we'll just keep going with it. Start with this. I have 1 flower turtle left. It's pink on pink, so 1 of those with felt eyes. I have 3 of these cats. I have 1, 2, and 3. So I have 1 with the pink colors, 1 with green, and then 1 with black and white. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we have 1 Labubu left. It's in blue with the closed eyes. I have 1 pup left. Just 1. I'm sure that'll go pretty well. I have 3 cows. I have this one with the dangly legs from Todd and James, I think is her new thing. It was, Yeah, I think it's Todd and James now. Anyway, so I have one cow. I just think I need to add like accents to these because I don't know why this hasn't sold, but I have one. I have like a mustardy one and then one with a strawberry purse. So three, one, two, and three. I have one very lonely snake left. I need to make more, but I have one of those left, and the majority of these are free patterns. This is Mom Stitchetti. I just half the rows. So instead of like 60, I do 30. I don't know how many is in it, but I just do it to this length. So one of those, I have one red panda left and one elephant, and these are like little bubs. So they're like little snugglers. So I have one of each. I have one a very lonely little water friend with the dangly arms, but it has the white pupil eyes. So I have one of those left. And in that same color, I have a shark. So I have one shark. This one's my favorite. It's so cute with little felt eyes. But one of those. I have one bunny, and it's in like this creamy, I don't know. I would call it like a beige, but it has like a pink undertone to it. But I have one of those. I have two spiders. These are from Halloween. However, spiders go all year long. So I have one with like the fur fangs and then one without. So two of those. I have one medium dragon, and it's like a speckly sage maybe with a blue. So one of those. And I know I have another one in my whips pile, but that's not a today problem. I have two alligators with felt eyes. I have my horror friends. I have Freddy, Myers, Sam, and Jason. 4 friends. Cute. I like to keep one of each just because if I don't have one, then somebody asks for it. So I like to have like all the 4 buddies together. So 4 horror friends. I have my small dragon, and then I have one with a 3D egg. My spouse is 3D printing, like for funsies. So he made me a little egg for it. So it just goes right in there. And twist. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to have these at the next event, because if there's 3D print people, I don't want to offend anybody because it would irritate me. So 2 of those, one with an egg, one without. And then I have some more like holiday specific items, like old holidays. So I have 2 ghosts from Halloween. I have a candy corn from Halloween, and then 2 pumpkins, and then also like a gift card stocking. A gift card had fit in here. These will be clearance. They sell for some reason all year long, but I will mark them down. I might as well put them out. Somebody can get it for ahead of time for next year. At least that's what I do. I buy for the seasons, like ahead of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll put this in clearance too. It's from the old Posh Yarn before Joann's went out, and it's like kind of scratchety. So I'm either going to frog it and steal a filling, like the polyfill, or I'm just going to put it like extremely marked down. But one of those, I have 2 rubber ducks left, both in peach, 2 different beaks. I know factually I have more of these in my whips pile because I was working on them the other day. I just haven't finished them. So 2 of those. And then I have these mushy pops. These I've had forever. They're cable and canvas, I believe, but they just come in and out just like little fidget toys. I have 1, 2, 3 in this color. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 9 altogether. This one's just like super large. This is one of the first ones I made, but 9 altogether. All right, so I totally forgot over here on my shelf. I have shelves all over. We're redoing this office, so it's like a shelving unit here, my spouse's tools and stuff we just haven't taken care of yet because we need to paint this wall first. But anyway, totally forgot I put these to the side. I have like little loaf cats, and then I have chickens. Totally forgot. I knew I was missing something. So we'll go over the cats really quick first. This one's just a small mini one. I'm going to put it in clearance. It was like one of the first little ones I did. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just a variety. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 little low cats, and I just sell them for like 10 to 12 at events, depending on what event I'm at. And then we have chickens. Chickens are literally my favorite thing to make because it's easy. You can take them on a trip with you. You don't have to stuff them or anything at the moment. You can just keep making the bodies, and it's so easy to do the pattern. Like you memorize it. So I know I have a lot of duplicates, so we'll just like go through them. So I have 1 of the blue, 2 including the gray, and we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 18 of the chickens. I knew I was missing something. That makes way more sense. So I have 18. I'd like to have around like 50. Not sure if that's possible, but I like to have like 50 of the stuff that just like sells really well. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the keychains. Like I said, it's a variety, so I'm just gonna do a rough like count, and then we'll just go from there. All right, so I just went through all of these, and I have 77. So I have 77 variety. Like there's some bees, there's some snakes, there's a chicken nugget. It's just like a variety. There's pickles, octopi. It's just a variety. So 77 keychains. So what I'm gonna do is I do have this bag of whips, and I have more like on my nightstand. These I'm not counting. I'm not going to count that until next week when I do an update for like the market prep for the big festival. This I'll stuff this week, finish it this week, and it'll go on next week's like what I made this last week. So this I'm not counting, but I do have more stuff in here. I have like horror. Looks like I have a dragon in here. Just like a smaller makes. So I do have this, but again, I'm not counting that. But let me button all this up. I'll do the math, and then we'll come back. Okay, I am back. I did all the math on it. I have like the full list here. Now it has like the product, the price, the quantity, that kind of thing. So I just like quickly just rewatched my video, did the count of it all. And again, this does not include the whips. So not the things that aren't fully made yet or stuffed. Sometimes I just don't like stuffing, so I leave it to the side. So I have a bag of it, and then I have some in my like bedroom too. I have like a basket of stuff unfinished in there too. Not the smartest, but here we are. So I just added up my inventory. I have $2,375. Now, that's great. It's more than I thought it was. It's not great. It's more than I thought it was, especially because I didn't crochet at all in December because of my surgery. Now, again, I'm not worried about next weekend's event. That one I'm just going to take what I have. If I feel like making something specific for it, like maybe something Valentine's Day, I might do that, like a Valentine's Day dragon, or maybe I'll just make some like a heart purse for my cow. Maybe I could do that. That wouldn't be too difficult because we're supposed to get a ton of snow in the next 2 days. We got some last night. And again, I'm in the Oswego area, so we get snow all the time. But we're supposed to get like several feet over the next couple days. So maybe I'll work on that today and tomorrow. But there's some stuff I don't have any of. Like I would love to have a large Terrify the Clown, so art, and then the girl. I have both of those patterns. I would love to have Chucky and like that kind of thing. I pattern tested for Chucky, so I have like them. I have Tiffany too. Like it would just be nice to have some of those like bigger pieces or a big dragon or something. It's just I don't have that stuff. It's sold, and I just never remade it. But anyway, so what I need to do now is I need to do the math on how many days until the week before Maple Fest. What I like to do is I like to be done with, if it's a large event. If it's not a large event, I don't really care. But if it's a large event, I like to be done with all of my crocheting, or plan to be, the 7 days before the event. Now, this is simply because I have high anxiety, like chronic anxiety, and I have good intentions the week of, like that 7 days before. I'm like, oh, I could definitely make a dragon on Tuesday before. It won't be a problem. Truth is, I work so slowly. Like I crochet fast, but I work so slowly out of anxiety the week before, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to get stuff done, or something else comes up, or like I have to paint my checkout stand, like silly stuff that I'll forget to do until the week before. So I like to have all my crocheting done, or tagging that takes hours. I like to have all my crocheting done 7 days before, so then I don't even have to think about it. I could put it in the, I have like these back there. I have these moving bags. They're like those clear ones. They rip easy, so don't put too much weight in them. But I have like 7 of those. I only have 2 filled, but I have more over here. I like to have them tagged and set aside and such. So I think it's like maybe 70 or 80 days from now is Maple Fest. I'm not sure. That's just a guess. Until April 11th. So I'm going to Google that in a minute. And I need to do the math on how much I would need to make a day. So if my goal is $9,000 of inventory to bring there, with hopes of selling even half of it, I usually do very well. Like last year I brought $8,000 of inventory. I have the thing right here. And I sold 6,420. So it's a pretty good sell-through rate because it's juried. I'm the only crochet person there. However, I want like the exact, like if I want $9,000 worth of it, I have 2,000 now. I need about 6,500 of inventory. This is rough. I have no idea what the actual numbers are. and you just divide it by how many days. Then you know how much you need to make a day. It might be easier for my brain just to do it in a week. So then I can go through my list and like figure out, okay, the big items I'm going to make this week, or I can do a spin wheel. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. My only issue is I kind of get bored of making the same thing over and over. So I'm for sure going to have to divide it out over these next, I don't know, however many weeks that is, 7. It's truly a guess. 8, I have no idea. Um, anyway, that's my next task for today. This is it. So happy I went through the inventory because there was some stuff I didn't know I had as much as I did, and there's some stuff I don't have at all. So now I'm gonna have to go through that, make a list. It's a lot of paperwork I need to do. Need to make a list of stuff I need, do the math on how much I need to make, and then I need to mathematically figure out if I need to order more yarn because we all know I need to. I'd love to this next week check Ollie's because last I knew they still had some blanket yarn. I had my mom check back in like where I'm from, like Cortlandish area, to her Ollie's, and there's none. But the Oswego one, for some reason, there's often blanket yarn in the variegated. So just like a month ago, I got a whole bunch of cat yarn. So like the orange harvest, the black speckled, oh, and the cream speckled, and it's only $4.99 a skein. So I'm gonna like stock that one, maybe go to Auburn and check that one out, but I won't be able to in the next couple days. It'll be next week. But if I could do that, grab some more polyfill, I'd be set. So that is all for today. My next video will be the math on that and kind of like walking through what my plans are. And I will also in that video do an update of my whips and then anything I've crocheted up until that point that's not already in that inventory back there. That is all for today. It's so great to see you, and I will be back next week. Have a good day.